Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Let's Go to the Movies podcast. Unfortunately, my mic was being really iffy the entire way through. Hopefully it'll be fixed by next week, so just please bear with us as we get through this episode. We didn't want to throw it all out because it's our first guest. Anyway, here's us as we talk about 90s cheesy superhero movies. Let's start with the show.
Yeah. Okay, so hello everyone, I'm Jesus.
Oh shit, I'm Andre. Oh no.
Let me restart.
I already messed up the intro. Let's keep going. Let's keep this in.
Okay.
Oh no.
Anyway, welcome back to the Let's Go to the Movies podcast. Today we actually have a guest with us. Remember everyone, if you want a chance to be featured in the future podcasts, follow the link on Andre's TikTok in his bio. Drop a follow on TikTok and Instagram at lgttm.podcast. And without further ado, we have David on the line here. David, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is David. I'm from Canada, like Andre. And I Canada, whoop whoop whoop. And I make videos. That's about it. And I love movies.
Yeah, I was gonna say, David, I've watched a few of your commentary tracks.
Oh
on
yeah,
YouTube, and I didn't watch the one for the movie that we are gonna watch today because I was like, I don't want to spoil your thoughts of the movie to me already, because like that's the whole point of this.
Good idea.
But yeah, the other ones, like you did one on like Ghost Rider and Ghost Rider 2, that was hilarious. And you also did one on like one of the few movies that I was never able to finish. I could never finish Terrifier.
Really?
Specifically because of the one scene,
the
really
sawing scene.
Very violent sawing scene. I was watching it with one of my best friend from back home, and I could not sit through that. So bless you for that. That was some funny content.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, though, if you follow us on various social medias, you would find out that this episode, also if you just looked at the title, it's cheesy 90s superhero movies. So we have one, maybe a second, but we probably won't have the time for it, prepared for you today. And what it is drumroll boys. Batman Forever.
Woo!
Yes!
Yeah!
Oh no. But yeah, Batman Forever, the smash hit directed by Joel Schumacher of Batman Forever fame. Don't know what else he's done.
He also directed Batman and Robin, all right?
Oh shoot, okay. Damn.
You have not watched Batman
Classic.
and Robin,
we should not have. We're not doing a sequel with Batman and Robin. No, I don't want to watch that movie again. But yeah, Batman Forever, the classic film with Val Kilmer in his one time as the Dark Knight, and Jim Carrey is the Riddler.
As my favorite guy. He's also Canadian.
Another
He
Canadian
is.
king. Damn, we're just representing Canada all day today.
This is the Canada Day. Sorry, Jesus.
This is the
the first time I've ever felt left out being American.
Yeah, you can just like I think you could just sit back for the rest of this episode. Honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, this is July 1st because it's Canada Day.
Yeah, we're recording this on July 1st, 2021.
There's a Canada Day?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like our Independence Day, except it's way more cool and
we're
earlier.
already independent.
Hold on. What day is it on, though?
July 1st.
July 1st.
Y'all are like bootlegging off of ours, though. We're July 4th.
Hey, we're before you, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Batman Forever. I don't know. I'm wrapping my head around it personally.
I want to know just what you guys thought of it, because I was the one that brought the movie to you guys, because you ask your guests for the movies. And I just want to know what you guys thought of it. Like, did you like it? Like, out of 10 if you want to rate it, percentage, Rotten Tomatoes it.
Dang, you're like structuring our episodes for us. This is a good thing. We should keep this every week. Okay, Jesus, go first.
Let me just say, it was entertaining.
Nice.
And I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right, cool.
Let me get it at like a 7 out of 10
That's a good score.
in general.
That's really good.
Because
That's a good score.
It's a nice movie to watch, and it's something to kill time when you're bored. It's nothing spectacular, but
Val Kilmer time.
it's a pretty alright movie.
That's a bad pun.
Val Kilmer time. Oh, because you're killing time. That took
Yeah,
me too
yeah.
long. Okay. Anyways, so okay, I just looked up the. It's not at all going to change my review for it. I wanted to know what the ratings were.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily trust ratings for movies all the time, but it's kind of a good base.
Yeah. Agreed.
IMDb 5.4 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes a 38.
What? That's criminal.
A 38. Just to give reference, I was watching a Pretty Much It commentary track earlier today, like 20 minutes before we started recording, and Home Alone 2 is at 34. So they're saying that Batman Forever is better than Home Alone 2.
I would agree. No.
Actually, yeah, scratch that. I was trying to criticize that. You're dead right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Honestly, on the mark, Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, great job. Maybe not that low, maybe a little bit higher, but the same differences,
Remember when people were like, Rotten Tomatoes hates DC movies? This is just another example of that.
Because
exactly, they're just hating on everything that has to do with Batman. But anyway, my thoughts on this though, I don't remember ever seeing this movie.
Really?
I remember bits and pieces. I think it could have been honestly one of those weird kids book renderings of movies. I think I remember seeing that in my old daycare when I was 5 or something like that. I don't even remember. Or 4. I don't know. But I don't at all remember watching this movie. I do remember Batman and Robin, and I always kind of confused which was which. So that's why when I was looked at the poster, I was like, okay, this is the one with Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face and Jim Carrey as the Riddler. But yeah, my thoughts on this thing was my roommate and I couldn't really take it seriously. We were either saying it's so self-aware, it's either extremely self-aware and that's why it looks so bad, or it's just so bad because they didn't know, or they just didn't care. And so I don't want to know the answer to that question. Unless you have it, then that's great. But
I have kind of an answer.
Okay, because that's the whole thing. I was literally the way everything's structured, they have to have fucking known that this was not good.
Do you want to know what's really funny, actually? Okay, so I was watching some of the behind the scenes because I've seen the movie before. I wanted to bring in some extra fun facts. Okay. I was watching behind the scenes. They were going for scale with the sets. They could in all of Warner Brothers, all of their stages, they were not big enough for any of these sets. So they had to go somewhere else. And believe it or not, I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is accurate because it's from the behind the scenes. But it had the biggest opening day of its time. It broke that record.
Really?
15 million on a Friday, I think it was.
Oh my! 15 million tickets sold, or $50 million?
Dollars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
For most
in
opening day. So I think it looks so cheesy, and it looks kind of bad, but I've grown to just love the aesthetic, even though it's very it's very not consistent at all either.
Yeah.
I loved there's a part where he goes to the police station, I think, or wherever Dr. Chase Meridian is. And it's just a completely different area. Gotham has all these towering weird structures. And then all of a sudden he's just back in Batman Returns, or whichever the second one was called.
Yeah. That's what it was called.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. Also just the cast of it, Chase Meridian, not a character that existed in the comics. I looked up, was made in that movie and then became a part of the comics afterwards.
That's cool.
So literally, unless Wikipedia lied, that's the only place I'm getting my information. But why Nicole Kidman? Like, she
I have
was
the
already
answer.
a star at that point, I'm pretty sure.
I have the answer. So Joel Schumacher, in his interview, like in the behind the scenes, he was talking about like the casting for the movie and how it was super important, and how looking back, if you were to look back at their time, not all of them were like big stars yet. I think he said
Right.
Nicole Kidman had just worked on like one movie he really enjoyed, and he knew that he had to work with her.
Oh, actually, you're so right. I thought that this was like after Eyes Wide Shut and stuff, but I think that was later in the 90s.
I've never heard of that movie
Maybe.
actually. So.
Oh, it's a Stanley Kubrick movie. I haven't seen it.
Okay.
About to get hated on by all the film buffs that are like listening in. I was like, sorry.
1999.
1999. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So never mind. I thought that was like the 80s, so I'm way off. But damn, okay. That makes sense then if they weren't big. But it's just, I guess, watching it now, knowing that it's like huge names associated with that.
Yeah.
But like when you're talking about the sets and stuff, the shots of the skyline, like going in and out of the city, like towards I think either Wayne Enterprises or like a bank or something like that.
Okay.
At some point in the movie, it reminded me only of the level of effects of like the cityscape in Spy Kids 3D Game Over. Like just the super shitty Robert Rodriguez CGI, where it's just like in your face, artificial as hell. Looks like it could be made out of fucking fondant on a cake or something.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I thought I was looking at, and I loved it.
It was
Like,
great.
So great. Also, the giant gargoyle that's like the size of the fucking Empire State Building. Why is that in the middle of the city? That's not a building. It's just a giant. Did you see that, Jesus? Like
Yeah,
the giant
I know what you're
gargoyle.
talking
What the hell was that? It. Oh my god.
That's Joel Schumacher for you.
He's
God bless
just.
him. Rest in peace.
He's just shoemaking a great movie.
Yeah. Shoemaking, dude.
He's shoemaking a great movie there. But yeah, like, I kind of want to know just overall, what's the first thing that really jumped out at you guys? Like, when you were watching it, it was just like, either we're just like, okay, I'm going to remember this for the podcast. Like, what was like the first thing, like, watching it through?
The costume designs.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they're like everybody looks like they're made of rubber for some reason. Like every single, yeah, that's true. Like, what did he say? He was like, I think it was that his costume was inspired off of like Greek sculptures and stuff like that.
Oh,
That's
that's
why
kind of
they-
cool. That makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense with the abs.
It
and
makes
the
sense,
butt.
but it's like weird. Like,
Yeah.
what? It's
Yeah.
Batman.
Especially, like, yeah, they do have, like, the nipples very prominent on
Yep.
all of the like both Joel Schumacher Batman movies, like, for some reason. And like the suiting up scenes. Okay, this is actually the moment for me to send off the first screenshot that I have of this movie into the
Okay.
Discord chat. It's the infamous suiting up scene. When I'm pretty sure it's just Batman putting on his outfit, so Val Kilmer.
Yep.
And okay, where did it go? Oh, here it is. A classic. It's not a screenshot.
Yeah, the bat ass.
The bat ass. We just get an entire ass shot of Val Kilmer. Why is
The
that
whole
needed?
screen, not even like.
And also, you can see like it's an entire like latex suit, perfectly contouring like Val
Yeah.
Kilmer's body.
That's what I'm saying.
That
Like
is
those,
unnecessary.
the costumes look like they'd be so uncomfortable. It's just like such a thick layer of rubber. It's like somebody like inflated a tire and just kind of squeezed you in and like vacuumed it out.
Oh my god, you vacuum sealed the costumes on.
Is that how they were made? Like, how'd you squeeze in there? Get some like
Well-
talcum powder and kind of like wiggle yourself in? How did they get in?
I gotta say, as goofy as they are, I love the Robin suit. It looks badass.
It does.
Oh, yeah.
It does.
Absolutely. And we don't
That
get
one's
it
my
until
favorite.
the very end.
Yeah.
Which is
And I was like-
disrespectful.
He's on the
Disrespectful.
poster in the costume.
Yeah.
And you get it for like 10 minutes. I'm like, come on. I want to see the Robin suit. I want to see the nipple Robin suit because all the costumes have the nipples on it for some reason. I don't know why.
And I like the villains' costumes too because they were kind of just lame.
The
Excuse me?
Riddlers.
Wait, hold on. Whoa.
Like, okay,
Are you
Two-Face was lame.
Are you disrespecting the Riddler's costumes?
You could see his dick
That man
through the
had
suit.
trip.
You could what?
You can see his dick through the suit when he's when he's invading the Bat Cave. If you go back, I don't know if you want to, but like you could totally just see the outline of his dick, and it's just like that's right there, jumping out at me.
God, I don't remember that. But
yeah,
okay.
So
okay, regardless of that, his suits are still
they're fun.
Highlight. To me, they're the highlight of the movie.
Okay, that is fair.
Okay, hold on, wait. I don't know if that's like a really bad thing to say in terms of just pure taste, but like his suit that glows like in the dark, like the LED question marks all over the suit jacket. Literally, that's hilarious. That's so comical.
What? Yeah,
Perfect.
He made a stupid joke in it where he was like, I wear this when I go jogging out at night. And when I was watching it with my buddy, he did not understand it. He was like, I don't get it. And I was like, it's because it flashes. And he's like, oh
my God. But yeah, like the original, I love how he was like just not creative at all with where he got the suit from. Like it was just on the little like psychic machine thing that he had in his lab.
Yeah.
And it was just oh, I'm just going to steal it off of the machine. And I'm just gonna wear it. And I thought it's like the way that this movie is edited, the cuts and like just understanding like the time, if it's like as like close together, if like the spacing in like between each scene is like not too far apart in time. How did the Riddler go from looking like scientist Jim Carrey with like just ginger hair that's long to like the Riddler with a short pink buzz cut basically and like the leotard? And I'm like, he literally like flips a switch from being just a kind of kooky scientist to like, oh, he's insane,
a maniac.
Like he's a criminal.
And also, how does he go back and forth from having his long hair to having his short
like
dyed hair?
He has like black hair at some point. I'm like, what?
Like, how does he go back and forth because he becomes the Riddler, and then he's back as Edward, and then he goes back as the Riddler, and then he's back as Edward, and it's like, dude, you have a lot of hair dye and a lot of hair extensions, my guy. Like,
exactly. And like the whole, I don't know, his whole character. I mean, love Jim Carrey, like just great Canadian guy. Seems like a super sweet man. But his so many moments when he's not the Riddler yet are just so weird. Like even like when he's picking the name the Riddler, he's just like photoshopping costumes onto like this photo of himself. No, to a photo of the statue of David. Yeah, he like put his head on the statue of David.
That's a callback. That's a callback to the costumes being based on Greek gods.
Oh, Schumacher, you did it again.
You crazy son of a bitch.
You crazy son of a bitch. Oh wait, actually, rest in peace, Joel Schumacher.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Oh no.
Last year, I think.
Really?
Last year?
I think so. He was 80 years old.
Oh, wow.
Dang, I just dropped the entire mood. Let's bring it back up. But yeah, like the whole point when he's like choosing his costume and he just like his like the puzzler. And then there's just this light flashing that says no. And it's like, what? It really felt like it was from a comic book. Like the whole movie felt like it was, this is the type of comedy that you would see like in like a comic book strip, kind of.
Yeah.
Like these super weird one-liners or something like that just didn't fit at all with the regular dialogue. It's just like the weird end of the page like squares in like a comic book where they're just like they have like this weird witty punchline that has nothing to do with anything else. It just constantly felt like moments like that just like thrown around everywhere.
Yeah.
That's probably why it was so jarring, like with the cuts and the editing and all the like the storyboard stuff.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of the other movies, like a lot of the superhero movies that they make nowadays, or at least even back then, they kind of try to make it more cinematic, right?
Yeah,
That's
But
true.
yeah, they just kind of threw that out the window. Like, we're gonna make this look like a moving comic book.
They like the sound editing. Oh my god! Like it was just
boing
jarring.
boing.
that too, and like
Lots of
the
sound
fact that
effects.
it was like these super like soft scenes with like Chase Meridian and Bruce Wayne, like, or Chase Meridian and Batman, depending on which one she was
Yeah.
into at that point. And then just cuts to like the Batmobile driving with these like super loud explosions and like super intense music, where it's just like super soft music, bang, and it's like,
Yeah.
why? What is the point? I'm so sorry for that noise. I'm gonna have to dip that down in the edit.
No,
Oh
it's
my God.
okay.
Wait, the budget for Batman Forever was $100
Dollars?
million?
Oh
100 million.
damn!
100 with 6 zeros. Yeah, estimated.
Dang.
Estimated
Okay.
100 million.
I gotta say, something that stuck out to me, and I don't know if it stuck out to you guys. None of the plans made any sense.
No.
Like, just think about the Two-Face plan for a second here, okay? So,
He had one?
classic bank heist type thing
yeah.
at the beginning. Yeah, the beginning with the safe.
Yeah.
Then he puts a hostage into the safe. And
Yeah.
then they fly the safe out of the building with a helicopter, saying
Genius.
that they're going to use the money to give back to Gotham, which,
Yeah.
of course, genius. Then, turns out there's no money at all. It's just acid. And acid starts coming out of the boxes, like the safety deposit boxes in the safe.
It was
And then
acid?
Batman, that was
Yeah.
acid. That's why his glasses fell off, and it was like they melted, and he was like, "Oh no!"
I couldn't really tell that it was melted. I just kind of saw that it just kind of like sunk down because the
Yeah,
the dye of the water was so thick. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know, it just looked like kind of.
and,
It
and
never really looked like acid.
it didn't look like acid at all. It just looked like water. But
You guys are gonna
Like-
think I'm so dumb. I'm so sorry, David, but
okay.
I thought that was water, and the plan was to drown them.
Oh.
I didn't think that was acid. I like maybe didn't miss. I missed that piece of dialogue. I was like, that's a really peculiar way to try to drown someone. Put water in security deposit boxes. Is that enough water? I don't think it is. I don't know.
blame you at all. But I think I was concerned there for a second. I was like, wait, what if it was water? But I think there was a line by Two-Face, and he was like, there's enough of blah, blah, blah in there. And it made us the
Oh.
men we are today. And he refers to him as us because he's Harvey Two-Face. He's Harvey Dent and Two-Face.
Yeah. Okay.
So what was their plan? To kill Batman in the acid in the safe while
I
they're
guess
flying
so.
around in a helicopter?
They're gonna like swish it around. You know, like when you do a mouth rinse.
Okay, fair.
Like
How do you even
acid
carry that much
goes
liquid
through.
on the helicopter?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
And
The
the
physics of it
safe.
doesn't.
The safe
Whoa.
has like you saw the door, right? That thing was like a foot thick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they just first of all they just drag the entire thing out of this building. Like they break the entire structure that it's surrounded. They drag it out of the building.
Yeah.
They proceed to fill it with acid that is coming from nowhere because there is no way you could store that amount of acid.
It's coming to
Anywhere.
the boxes, but
It
that
was in
doesn't
the
make any
security.
sense.
It was in the safety deposit
But
boxes. So that means
there's
they
gotta
put it in before.
There's no way that those safety deposit boxes can hold that much acid. Okay, those things are like
Also-
this big, and it was just spewing
Yeah,
the
because then
entire time.
the volume of the safe would have to be equal to the volume in all of the fucking safety
Exactly.
deposit boxes added up.
Exactly.
And like Andre said, they had to put the fucking thing in there already. So they had to
Yeah.
really carefully. How did they get the acid in the boxes?
How is the acid not going through the boxes? It's acid, and
It's
in
acid,
movies,
yeah.
acid goes through everything.
Everything.
Strong
metal.
safe, strong safe.
Oh my god.
And then,
This is a convoluted plan too. Like, why would you want to do that? That's
We haven't even
What?
gotten to the Riddler's plan yet.
but then again, other
Oh,
Two-Face
yeah.
plan at the circus with a bomb. Batman, you better show yourself. did you give Batman the memo? Like, how is he supposed to be there in like 50 seconds?
They were streaming the circus on Twitch. That's why.
Yeah, because the Riddler was watching on it, and there's like an abrupt cut where he just starts laughing, and it's the funniest thing ever.
Oh my god! Throughout the whole scene, I'm pretty sure that like you just get shots of Jim Carrey progressively, like I think from slouching over to like crouching and then sitting on the ground. I was expecting him to like be lying on the ground with like his hands in between his like his head in between his hands like this, like kicking his legs behind him. Like, oh my god, this is so fun. And also, he wasn't the Riddler yet. I don't think, was he?
No, he was just chilling. He was just chilling. He was vibing.
Yeah,
because this was just like when Robin's parents and brother just kicked it. They just peace. They're dead now.
Why did they hover the bomb? Like, why were they bringing it all the way up there? So Robin could put it out of the roof.
Or they were like just kind of blowing the debris down onto people, maybe? I don't know. That's really violent to think about. That's what?
That's how nukes work, is like they have to explode before they hit the ground.
Yeah, that makes sense. Dang, oh my god. Was it a nuclear bomb that Two-Face?
If it was a nuclear bomb, then throwing it into the lake or into the ocean would have not helped at all.
Hold on. How was Two-Face gonna leave?
How was he gonna leave?
Oh. He was just in there the whole time.
Yeah. If he detonates it like on a timer, that gives people time to escape, and he didn't want that.
Well, he went through the hole in the middle of the floor.
It's a bomb.
Guys, no, look, it's Robin. It's Robin. Don't worry about the fucking plot holes. It's Robin, guys. Remember him from the comics?
Oh, it's Robin.
Oh, yeah.
Also, love that like that was the name of the circus troupe.
And then
also,
yeah.
Oh wait, never mind. I thought that they called themselves Robin. I thought it was Robin. I'm so stupid.
Oh no, it's
because they said the word Robin at some point. It's like, where the hell did they come up with that name? Oh, it must be the name of the circus troupe.
It was a circus name.
Fun fact: he has a Robin on his motorcycle helmet.
Oh, that's so stupid. Are you serious?
It's such a
really.
Okay. They try to make it like super artistic too, but it just looks like somebody airbrushed it like on his helmet and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like, it's just kind of I don't know. It doesn't really look like a Robin, to be honest. It's red, isn't it? It's like a reddish color.
Yeah, it's red.
Yeah,
that's Robins aren't red.
Are they not?
I thought
not
they were.
Not the entire body.
Or like their chest is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just
and they make like the head and the wings and stuff.
Yeah,
just sort of like crimson red, and they're like kind of pushing it orange.
Yeah, it's not a cardinal. They just messed it up. Joel Schumacher.
Bad choice, man. Choose a different character.
You can't listen. I'm gonna stop referencing to him because that's poor taste. But anyways, yeah, the whole thing, like, also kind of loved the fact that like their costumes for the circus was like the old Robin costume.
Yeah,
like, from like, the original show. Like that's fun. That was a really fun nod there. But
I don't think we haven't talked about the plot point where Batman quits being Batman because he wants to get laid.
I think I like maybe did not pay attention at that point. I forgot that happened.
After he visits her like at midnight at her place, and she's like all like, you know, basically not wearing clothing, and then he does the Me Gusta meme with where he smiles weirdly.
Oh my god. I actually had that like I had that screenshot. I'm gonna send it into the chat because I completely forgot that was a meme. I was like, we rewatched that clip like 4 times because we were like, what?
Yeah. But after that, he comes back to the Batcave and he just starts closing things down. There's the Me Gusta face. And he starts closing things down, and then he's quitting. He's like, I am Batman no longer. Why? Because I want to get laid by Dr. Chase Meridian.
That's true. Yeah, there's so many like weird things. Like that's basically. Oh, I was gonna say it's basically the Dark Knight Rises, but no, Dark Knight Rises. He breaks his back. That's why he's not Batman anymore.
Yeah,
not the same plot.
Because he wants
to split in half.
He wants to bang.
What's his face? The Bane. That's his face.
Bane.
But oh my god, the there was something else about the Robin thing though when he gets introduced. Oh, yeah, like Chris O'Donnell. Also, kind of weird that like they had the same cast for like Batman and Robin, except Batman.
Well,
Like,
all of these, yeah, it's a little strange, but all of these. Okay, actually, the one thing that bridges all of the movies together, because this goes from Michael Keaton all the way to Batman
Yeah.
and Robin.
is
The
it like
one-
supposed to be the same universe, like the same setting?
Yeah, it's all the same universe.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So the one thing that links all of them together, the one actor, is the guy that plays Gordon.
No way.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
'Cause I
that's
thought that was
it.
like the worst casting of it.
It's the GCU, the Gordon Cinematic Universe.
Oh my god. Because I was like watching Batman first, I was like, damn, Commissioner Gordon, like, he's not good at acting. Like, I was like, this is really bad. Like, he can't, like, he was delivering lines like not well. I was like, damn, this is like, they could have done something better. And I thought that was just because it was Batman Forever. But
Yeah.
it's the same guy?
Same guy.
Oh my god. That's so funny. Is
From what I
is
know, he's
Alfred
the
different then?
Batman.
Is Alfred different then?
I think he was.
I don't know. I don't know if he was in the Keaton ones.
Okay.
Let me look it up.
I know that there is a Alfred in the Keaton ones. I don't remember who it is.
Bat.
It's just like Michael Caine. He's like also he's also Alfred in The Dark Knight and in the original Batman from the 80s.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, he's also in the Keaton ones. Same
Okay.
guy.
Hey,
we got
he's also
two.
there.
So it's the GACU, the Gordon and Albert.
Albert?
Oh my, Alfred. Oh no.
Albert, prepare the bat pod. Okay, also, fun fact for casting. A couple fun facts. Chris O'Donnell, they searched for him, like they reached out to
Yeah.
him to play it, but they did a worldwide like casting call for Robin.
Really?
And Joel Schumacher had seen like people like Jude Law and Ewan McGregor in London to play the role.
oh my
Yeah,
god.
and this was before like episode 1 of Star Wars, if you think about it.
And this is like probably I think before Train Spotting too, which was like one of the biggest ones for Ewan McGregor in the
Yeah.
early years. Oh my god. That's
And
insane.
then also they completely whitewashed Two-Face, because in the Keaton Batman movies, Harvey Dent is played by Billy D. Williams, who's
Really?
the guy, the character from Star Wars Empire Strikes Back.
Wait a minute. Oh, Lando Calrissian?
Lando, that was it. Yeah.
Oh my god, you're right. He does play Dent.
Yep.
They did oh my god, they totally whitewashed Harvey Dent.
Yep.
That's insane.
They can't keep getting
Whoa.
away with it.
No. Oh my god, Joel Schumacher is canceled now.
Mhm.
I have to
Oh.
stop referencing it. Oh my god, that's so bad. I take it all back. But, okay, I remember now. The one thing I wanted to say about Robin though. So his parents just die, and his brother just dies in front of him. Like he peeks through the little hole at the top of the circus tent, and he just sees their bodies on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And Bruce Wayne just looks up at him, and then the next thing you know, Robin is going to Bruce Wayne's house, supposedly to live with him. So you know, in Bruce Wayne's mind, he was looking at like Robin doing all the heavy lifting for this like huge save the day. And he's like, "Oh, this guy is gonna be my sidekick."
Yeah.
And like, watches the parents die, and he's just like, "Oh, I'm gonna take this guy to my place." You know it. And I was
He
like,
just.
you know, he was thinking about that the whole time. I was like, that is so messed up. Because why
That was
would
Batman's secret
he
plan.
doesn't know Bruce Wayne personally? Why the hell would he go to that house right away?
He's
Yeah.
sitting there with a checklist, and he's like, "Okay, acrobatic, kid."
Dead parents.
Dead parents.
Oh, yeah. And it's like, we're missing a few boxes here, and he says, "Oh, okay, never mind. Dead parent."
No family. We're good.
Oh shit. That's
We're
how he's
safe.
like. That's how Batman gets the Justice League together.
That's how he chooses all the other Robins.
Yeah. Two-Face came in clutch.
Yeah, thanks, Two-Face. If not for you, Robin wouldn't have happened.
Thank you, Tommy Lee Jones.
Thank you, Tommy. now that we've mentioned Tommy Lee Jones's name, I think it's time for me to bring in the one fun fact I know about this movie. Thank you so much for the applause. I know.
Yes.
It's amazing. I know something about the behind the scenes. Whoa. Tommy Lee Jones hated Jim Carrey.
Really?
Yeah.
Or hates Jim Carrey probably to this day, honestly.
Yeah.
I did not know this.
Jim Carrey was I watched like his interview, this bit on Norm Macdonald, I think. It's like
Okay.
yeah, I think it was Norm Macdonald. And Jim Carrey just went through telling like how much Jones hated being on set with him. Just everything about him just
Wow.
hated. And I'll like kind of try to remember the bit that Carrey was doing, but he was like at dinner, or he went to dinner at this restaurant, and they were in the middle of production for Batman Forever. And I think the maitre d' or something was that, or something like that, was just like, oh, Mr. Jones is sitting at a table on the other side of the restaurant. Would you like to go say hello to him? Because it's like, I guess the maitre d' or something knew that they were working together on this movie. And Carrey was like, oh yeah, sure. Like off work for the day or something, just go say hello.
Yeah.
So he goes over to like his table, and according to Jim Carrey in this interview, like Tommy Lee Jones like stood up and was like looked at him, and it's kind of like his face like turned white. And
Oh
he
my
was just,
God.
Like, he was just like shaking.
What?
And Carrey made the joke. He was like, it was like Tommy Lee Jones was in the middle of like his murder fantasy of Jim Carrey, and then he just sees Jim Carrey in real life. So he's like, wait, oh no. And so he goes to kind of like do this weird side hug. This is also just on the account of this comedy bit that they did. I don't know how much of it is real, but this is like Jim Carrey that said this. So they went in for like a little hug, and then in like a super shaky voice, Tommy Lee Jones was just like, I hate you.
Whoa.
And he like, this was like before their biggest scene together, apparently, when filming. So they had to go on doing the rest of the movie after that happened in the
Yeah.
restaurant. And that is so funny to me.
That's
Just
so
knowing, like,
strange.
all the moments where like the Riddler gets intimately close to like Two-Face in the movie, or like they're just constantly like touching each other. I'm like, how much does Tommy Lee Jones hate himself for doing this role at this moment in time? Like, how much does he just want to get out?
Damn.
Honestly, yeah.
'Cause
That's a
it's
good fun fact.
Yeah, because they honestly had the characters great chemistry. Like, you kind of believed, like, oh yeah, they can like definitely be.
Yeah, it was kind of
Like
hard to believe
partners
whenever I
in
first heard
crime.
that.
And then it's just no. They did not like each other at all.
Damn.
Because it's like so weird. I've like heard other places that apparently Tommy Lee Jones can be kind of grumpy and stuff, which is like kind of like, if you kind of hear that, it's kind of surprising that he did this role anyway.
Mhm.
But then again, a paycheck's a paycheck, I guess. But
I think he did it because his son was like really excited at the prospect of it.
right. Oh, that's kind of like oh gosh, I forget his name, but the actor that played Dumbledore, like the first one, who passed
Oh,
away
really?
after the first two movies. I forget his name. Richard something, I think. But he his granddaughter loved the first two books or something, and was like, can you, like, you need to get that role. And so he did it for his granddaughter.
That's so
Oh.
cute. And he was good too.
He was so
Richard
good.
It
Harris?
was.
Richard Harris, that's his name. Yeah. So I guess it's kind of similar vibe, except Tommy Lee Jones just ended up
Didn't like
hating
it.
it. He just, I don't know if he hated the experience, but he at least hated Jim Carrey, which was the majority of the experience with the movie.
I think I heard it was because they were polar opposites. Like everything that Jim
Yeah.
Carrey is, he just isn't.
Yeah. That's so true. Yeah, so that's like just so strange to know, because I think Tommy Lee Jones must have been famous already at that point. Like, he didn't become
Somewhat.
famous. He didn't
Somewhat.
Yeah.
become famous like in his older age.
When did Men in
Like
Black
some
come out?
actors.
When did Jim Carrey get his first like blockbuster appearance?
Was it The Mask?
He had just come out with Ace Ventura, I think.
Oh, Ace Ventura was his first one. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
He was like he was a regular on this one sitcom. I don't remember exactly what it was, but that was like his first bigger role that pushed him into becoming kind of like a leading man in comedy.
Kid, No, that's a 2018 one.
Have you
Anyways,
seen what he looks like now?
Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
he
He looks
aged.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, right. I
aged,
was gonna say
looks
he
badass.
aged like expensive cheese.
Yeah, that's a good way to
Yeah.
put it.
I was
Damn
gonna say
right.
like fine wine, but like no, it's expensive cheese.
That's more accurate. But yeah, he for sure. Like I've seen him. He was on like years ago, comedians on in cars getting coffee.
Mhm.
Oh
Like
yeah.
the little bit I've watched of that show, he was like on the first episode, and literally like his energy still the same basically. I mean,
Yeah,
he's like
yeah.
a lot calmer. Like he's like an artist now. Like he does paintings and stuff like that, which is
Really?
so sick.
I love his
I-
talks about paintings. They're so calming.
Yeah.
Like a new era Bob Ross.
Oh
Yeah,
my-
like he's really
so
good
right.
too.
yeah.
What movie was it where he? I think it was a film series, show. He grew out his beard and he was like buzz cut.
Oh.
It was like a really
that was-
serious thing. In my opinion, whenever they bring in a comedian, like a pretty high profile comedian, and then they can pull off a movie that's so serious,
Yeah.
or like so opposite from them, that's
Yeah,
what's
good
up.
performance.
I know
There's
exactly
another-
what you're talking about. It's I'm looking it up right now.
I don't know, like what was it called?
Oh, it's called Dark Crimes. It was apparently
Yeah,
awful.
yeah.
Oh,
Dang! Oh,
it got
that's
24% on Metacritic
that is so tragic.
and 4.7 on IMDb. But no, yeah, Jim Carrey, man, he's done some great stuff. Slightly outside of comedy, like I love The Truman Show. Such a great movie.
That's one
Like,
I've
it's just-
never seen.
I haven't
You've
seen
never
it either.
seen it. I won't say anything about it. It's just it's slightly comical, but like it's really serious in some points too. Like he's like a perfect balance of like a dramatic role and a comedic role that is so good for him.
He was
And,
also
like, I've
really good
heard-
in Eternal Sunshine of the
Sunshine of the
Spotless.
Spotless Mind. I haven't
Yeah.
seen that one actually.
That one's good. I watched it back in high school, so it's been a while, but
Okay,
it's really sad. Like it's a pretty depressing movie.
That's what I've heard. Yeah,
Yeah, sad romance.
and he was
Um,
also like in this one called Man on the Moon, where he played this other. It was like It was a biopic about this other comedian who went through these really tragic
Oh,
story. Andy something, I don't remember.
yeah.
But apparently, like, that was like a role Jim Carrey just kind of lost himself in, and he had to like, I think, get therapy to get out of the role because he did such method acting for it. It was like
Dang. Go
shocking.
ahead on which one were you talking about?
Man on the Moon.
Andy
Oh.
Kaufman is the comedian.
Andy Kaufman. There you go.
Have you heard of Kidding?
Kidding.
Yeah, it's a show.
No.
And he plays like the host of a kids like show.
no,
and
I haven't heard of that.
his life just kind of falls apart around him, but he needs to
Oh
keep
my
up
God.
this persona of like this Mr. Rogers character, you know?
Oh,
Whoa,
that's
that's
so
cool.
sad.
Yeah.
Whoa,
And like
hold on,
you
like,
see
this
him
is new.
almost you see him almost going insane at some parts. You're like, is this gonna be like one of those like one of those Joker movie things? Like
Oh my
telling us the
God.
beginning of how it is? But I don't know, it's just like he's just balancing on this edge the whole time.
is dope.
Of, like just crashing and keeping up.
Yeah. Yo, this is from 2018.
Yeah.
This
He
is
plays
insane.
plays a man called Mr. Pickles, I think.
That's brand new. That's crazy. He looks so good. I'm just like looking at the poster of it. He looks like he's doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he looks so sick.
Welcome to the Jim Carrey podcast.
Well, we're just talking about Jim Carrey from now on. I think my mom will hate this. I think she does not like Jim Carrey at all. So sorry, mom.
Really? Man.
Like, I think it's just because she only refers to Dumb and Dumber. So it doesn't really
that's probably why.
doesn't really
I
help
don't
if you're
like
not
those
into that type of
movies.
comedy.
But yeah, I thought honestly, I thought that he was the best part of Batman Forever.
You're so right. Thank you for getting back to the Batman Forever.
Of course.
I was about to try to find
Yeah.
a way to do that.
I really Val Kilmer, like he's cool and he's he plays a cool Bruce Wayne, especially. I think Batman's a
Maybe
little
not
stale,
a good
but
Batman, but
yeah, a little stale, but I just really liked Jim Carrey. I thought he was funny and dumb, and it was just outrageous, and
absolutely.
it was great. And I liked Chris. Chris O'Donnell's is I don't know. I just like Robin. I think I just like I like Robin a lot.
Oh yeah, for sure. Chris O'Donnell like gets a really good role for him like when he was that age.
Yeah,
I
he was
have
probably
more
the town.
screenshots. Oh yeah, I have more screenshots that I'm gonna drop into the Discord chat. This
Okay.
one's of one of my favorite Riddler moments.
Yeah.
This, I'm gonna say something. It might be a controversial movie take, but if you could try to tell me I'm wrong, I will not accept it. This screenshot looks exactly like the moment in Ghostbusters when Sigourney Weaver is like the demon and she's like on the steps of the doorway.
You're wrong. I'm kidding. But yeah,
Jesus, I swear.
I know what you're talking about. I
Like,
love the Ghostbusters movies.
Those two gargoyles on the side.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
looks exactly like that
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah, and he's
like, I'm just
wearing
watching
his
it, like,
fresh suit.
he's wearing the fresh suit and he's like wearing a leotard just like Sigourney Weaver is in that scene. They got similar hair and just like maybe not hers wasn't pink in that scene, but still it's
No,
like
but I get you.
similar vibes.
You're right.
Like it's that exact moment. I saw it, I was like, this is insanely close. And like there's
That's
so many
dope,
other
yeah.
things that like I noticed in Jim Carrey's character for the Riddler that like approached other things. Like in the beginning, right when his character's introduced, I was like, oh, so this is basically also kind of like Jamie Foxx's Electro in the beginning of Amazing Spider-Man 2. Like, this is the same character.
You're right. Yeah.
It's like
Wait.
this crazy like scientist guy that's like obsessed with the main superhero,
Oh, okay.
And then he gets shut down,
and then he gets shut down, and then he like
and then he goes crazy.
Electro like dies, or like Jamie Foxx like technically dies. I
His
guess.
entire persona in that movie just completely shifted after he became Electro,
Yeah. Meanwhile,
which is like really weird.
yeah. Well, I mean, like he turns. I guess his character turns evil once people like are afraid of him, because he was already
Yeah.
like kind of like electric, and then he kind of turns bad because people don't like the fact that he's not technically human anymore. But
I
then
got
Jim
you.
Carrey. Sorry.
He
I was just gonna say they did it way better in Batman Forever. They did it first, and they did it better.
So much better. It still doesn't make sense because like
No.
why is Jim Carrey suddenly more insane than before?
yeah.
Because of the
Oh.
IQ.
It's because he's got big brain power.
Because he's using the
Yeah.
thing.
Shit.
This is my brain on the box. Does anybody smell a fried egg or something? That was like one of the fucking quotes.
Yeah. Oh wait, yeah. This is your brain on the box. Like this is your brain on drugs. That's like the PSA that he was referencing.
Mhm.
Yo,
Like,
don't do drugs,
literally,
kid.
like, the fried egg. Do you know the fried egg thing where it's like this is like your brain and it's like an egg and it's like this is your
Yeah.
brain on drugs and it was a fried
Oh.
egg?
Yeah.
That's what he was referencing.
I had no idea. I just thought it was
Yeah,
a funny line.
Yeah. He
That's
has
even
he has a
funnier
hot
in
skillet,
context.
and he's like, this is your brain, and he cracks it in there, and you see it sizzling, and it says, this is your brain on drugs, and then
Yeah.
he dumps out the fried egg. It's like sunny side up or something like that on the plate.
Exactly.
Something about
I've never seen that. That's awesome. That's a good. That's
Dang.
cute.
That's like such a good like reference though. But
It is.
the whole way that thing works, it's like so everyone else is just getting dumb while he's doing this.
Yeah,
Is
so
that the whole
Gotham's really stupid from
Yeah.
now on.
Because like Two-Face doesn't seem smarter at the end. Neither of them seem smarter at the end.
Yeah.
So it's just like, what did they really do? What were they really doing? What
I don't
were they
know.
actually? What was the actual green stuff coming out of the machine? I don't want to know. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm okay without knowing that. But anyway, like Jim Carrey though, like some of the lines that he had, it was just beautiful.
Magnificent.
Just so good. One that my roommate kept on referencing, and she kept saying that this is like her favorite moment in the whole movie, is when it's at the banquet dinner thing at towards the end, where Drew Barrymore is one of the characters for some reason.
Yeah.
What?
That. If you watch my commentary track video, I said the exact thing. I saw her name in the opening credits, and I go, Drew Barrymore.
Right? Also, she has like, I'm going on like a little tangent before I say the line that Jim Carrey said, but Drew Barrymore was one of Two-Face's like arm candy.
Yes. Yeah.
Same with but then there's the other one. When the credits roll, the characters' names are Sugar and Spice.
Yeah.
That is
Isn't that
so
awesome?
funny. That is so perfect. That's literally, they made everything related to Two-Face.
It's so good.
So good. Anyway, though, the line that my roommate was obsessed with that Jim Carrey said, though, was when he was about to kind of present himself at this banquet. So he was kind of back in the back of the room with Drew Barrymore, and then he just turns to her and he says, "How's my mole?" And then she's like, "It's fine." And then they just move on as though nothing happened. The mole was never something that the Riddler thought was important.
No, it is important. It is important.
Really?
It's important, and I'll tell you why. That whole time, Jim Carrey as the Riddler is mimicking Bruce Wayne.
Uh-huh.
So he drew on Bruce's mole, and whenever Bruce takes off his glasses, he takes off his glasses. Whenever he puts glasses on, he pulls glasses out and he puts them on. So he's just trying to be Bruce Wayne. It's great.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Holy shit, that is so smart. Why do I suddenly love this movie more?
It's because
Holy crap!
I've said it once and I'll say it again. The details are immaculate.
This is
7 out of 10. That's what I'm saying. That was my original score.
I'd agree.
No way.
I'd agree. 7 out of 10 is a good.
Yeah, 7 out of 10.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
7 out of 10.
I'm blown away though. The mole line was actually necessary.
Yeah, it was a part of a bit. Thanks,
I
Jim.
thought that was ad-libbed. What?
Yeah.
It was a hot mic moment.
Did you just point to the sky as though Jim died?
Yeah, but I didn't really mean to. I was like, "Thanks, Jim," and I pointed to the sky, but he's out
You're
there.
not trying to do something, are you?
No,
Over here.
Okay, Jim,
No.
you're still safe. Don't worry.
no, don't worry, Jim. Jim, you're Canadian, dude.
You're right. No Canadians were harmed in the making of this podcast.
Not yet. No, I'm kidding.
I just completely fall out of the couch that I'm sitting on in the next episode. Break my arm. We can't
Like a
put that
death note
prompt
situation.
anymore.
Just like a heart attack.
Yeah, we can't say that no Canadians were harmed in the making of this podcast. Andre fell off the couch and broke his arm.
Yeah.
One Canadian was harmed in the making of this podcast.
One Canadian. Oh my god.
0 days since last Canadian accident.
Damn, this movie, it really spoke to me. It was just what, why,
Yeah.
who, what, where, when, why. Don't
And
need the
how.
answers to that. Exactly. I don't need to know.
Have
Just
you ever
need to
heard that
ask them.
song, Drew Barrymore?
The song Drew Barrymore?
Yeah, it's by Bryce Vine.
No.
No.
It's
Is
a
it
good
good?
song, gosh. It's good to it.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'll have to
Drop it
listen
down
to it.
this-
We're
Add to
not-
the list.
Yeah. Drop it in the Discord. We're not going to play it on the podcast because I don't need to
No.
lose. We don't need to get it copyright stricken. Not like we're being looked at by YouTube anyway with 5 subscribers.
True.
We have 5 subscribers?
I'm being generous. I don't know.
Dang.
Let's go to the movies. Let's hope I subbed.
David, we're not uploading this one if you're not subscribed.
I'm subscribed now. Now you're at 5 subs.
Oh!
Hey!
Brother!
Hey,
Woo!
with one
Subscribe
video?
to the
Yeah,
YouTube.
nice. Okay.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Let's Go to the Movies podcast. Don't forget to hit that motherfucking bell.
Is it
To
like
drop a
like that,
comment?
like that smash button and ring the
Yeah.
subscriber bell?
Wait, did you say like that smash button?
And ring the subscriber bell, did you say?
Yeah.
Good. Like that smash button.
I love that. But oh man, overall though, this movie, damn, so good. I want your guys' final thoughts though. Anything else that we left out that was just beautiful, just pristine with this movie.
Oh, can we talk about how Two-Face's house was split directly in half?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was
And
good.
he was-
That was a good detail.
And whenever he would walk, he'd always walk right through the middle of his little
Oh.
condo there.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so it's
And
always
that's
like
weird
one
how
side
his
or the
bed wasn't like in the middle.
other.
That
Yeah.
would be funny. He has to Two-Face has to sleep on his back or on
Like-
his stomach
like a board.
directly in the middle. Like all of his pajamas are also like straight
Like
down.
yeah.
So he's just like
That's good.
he cannot move. Otherwise he'll die if he like sleeps on one side of the bed.
Mhm.
Well,
if he kind of
yeah, he
scoots over
had-
a little bit.
He had the custom circus outfit as well that was half acid, half not.
That's
so he
true.
keeps it consistent. So I wouldn't
He
put it
does.
past him.
I'm also curious if he like if the hair was from acid or if he just dyes it.
Probably dies it.
I want that post-credit scene. I
Yeah.
want the post-credit scene of Two-Face sewing together his outfits in half and
Right.
dyeing half of his head pink. I
And
want
He's
that.
getting like really frustrated because
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
it's
getting
not something
super
he can
mad.
do.
Meanwhile, the Riddler is just next to him at another chair, whipping through all the suits that he's making. He just
Yeah.
keeps on making Riddler suits, and Tommy Lee Jones is like, "Oh, I fucking hate you, Jim Carrey. Why can't I make my suit fast enough?" And then that's why we find out that's why Tommy Lee Jones actually hates
Right.
Jim Carrey.
Tommy Lee is like dyeing his hair pink, and then Jim goes, "You want to know what? I'm taking that." And then he just
Tommy's
takes
like,
it.
"Ah, Jimmy."
Jim, this is what you get for
Jim.
taking all the hair dye.
That's why Tommy Lee Jones could only dye half of his head, because Jim Carrey took all
It all
of the
makes
dye.
sense.
That's everything just lines up perfectly now. Man,
Damn.
damn it, Jim. But there was one other thing that with that scene that you mentioned though, Jesus.
Yeah.
The way that the Riddler, that's when the Riddler is introduced. And I love it. He just the scene isn't even in deep focus. The background is completely blurred. You just see like Jim Carrey slide in with the fucking cane in his leotard. You don't know who it is until this focuses on him, and then you're just like, "What?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you don't even get the big reveal of like panning up the costume and then revealing, "Oh, it's
No,
it's
kind of
Edward Nygma. It's
Yeah.
the Riddler." You don't get that. It's just he like slides in like a little jazz number.
To be fair though, the dolly in when he goes the Riddler, and then like they pick up the camera and they just move in, it's fucking good. And to quote my friend Brady, his moves with his cane are fucking fresh.
He was really doing something with that cane. That's
Yeah.
so true. He was
He's making it work
flipping
for
it.
him.
He was flipping it. He was flopping it. He was twirling it, doing
Yeah.
everything with it.
Absolutely.
Also, how did he get a cane with a question mark on it that fast?
He rush ordered it. He spent the last bit of his money.
He took it from the from the little machine.
He used. Oh, he must be a Prime member.
Prime, yeah.
Speaking of Prime, this episode of the LGTTM podcast. No, I'm just kidding.
We were.
Is sadly not sponsored by Amazon Prime.
Or anything. Please, God, please give us some sponsors. I really want money.
Like speaking of sponsors, we don't have any.
There you go.
This episode is sponsored by Mother's Love, something Batman never had.
Dang.
Something that Robin just lost. Oh no.
Oh my god. But yeah,
Wait, do you guys hear that?
is that a beep noise? What was that?
What?
Yeah, I don't.
It's a
I
beep
don't-
noise.
Do you hear that? Jesus, do you hear it?
It's getting louder.
Yeah,
It's getting.
I'm starting to.
Uh-oh.
Oh wait. Oh no. Guys,
What?
I think
What is it?
the podcast just flatlined. I think the podcast just flatlined, guys.
Like just now?
Yeah,
Rest-
I think.
Rest in
Oh
peace.
my god, I'm calling it.
Oh,
Time of
man.
death of this episode, 2:20 p.m.